advertisement argument discussion looks a little bit complicated. So I just wanted to make a quick video. Is this blurry? I want to make a quick video. Oops, we're good. That seems a little better. Anyway, I want to make a quick video kind of going over how do we do that? All right, so let's look at, actually, I'm going to change to student view. Let's look at that. Let me share my screen. All right, so here we are in our class. So we go to discussions. Now, if you'd like to maybe just watch a couple of these videos, so what you do is for the advertisement argument discussion, students will focus on the pathos or emotional appeal of their chosen commercial. Here's a website that helps students understand ethos, pathos, and logos. All right, so choose one discussion topic and write 2 ideas after they watch the video. Where do I see the emotion in the video? What emotion is it? Is it manipulative or acceptable to help its viewers express their own emotions? Where do I see pathos in the commercial? Does it share the emotions with any themes in the video? Anyway, so here's just some ideas. But what you really do is just watch. Like here's a music video. This is what we did in class yesterday. But you watch a music. Actually, I think we might do the Zach Bryan and Bass Pro Shop tomorrow. Excuse me. All right. So I want to watch Something in the Orange by Zach Bryan in this Bass Pro Shop commercial, and just tell my other students, what do they have in common? So where do I see the emotion? Where is it? So just what do they do? What do these two have in common? So Zach Bryan and Bass Pro Shop, they have the same target audience, they have the same demographic, they have the same emotional appeal. They have a lot in common between this song and the Bass Pro Shop commercial. So that's all I do. And then as I'm looking for mine, I come down to my interest, right? So it says after students have completed the discussion board, they'll simply let the class know what song and commercial are you interested in discussing and why, right? Now, if you're more than welcome to do any of these that I put on here, right? You're more than welcome to do the Swift and Dove, Zach Bryan and Bass Pro. You're more than welcome to do any of these. And I have other videos that were on. Might have to reopen it. Yeah, I'll reopen it. But the other one that had the other Dove commercial is really good. But that's how you do it. So you just say, okay, I'm going to choose Zach Bryan and Bass Pro Shop. What do they have in common? Who do they have in common? Where do they relate and whatnot? And so I just discussed that here. So I click on Zach Bryan and Bass Pro Shop, and I start a new thread discussing those two. And then I say, okay, I think I'm going to look into, and you can do this like over the weekend by Tuesday. I actually don't really care when you do my interest, right? As we're working all next week. So you can hop on here and do my interest also. This is where you click on here and you say, okay, I want to do, I'll start a new thread and say, let's say I want to do Tide and cat videos. All right. So I want to put my interest is in the Tide, you're gonna need more Tide commercial and a YouTube reel featuring funny cats, because that's what I like to watch. I hate to say it. They have working adults and parents in common because we work, care for our kids. USUA. Right. So I'm just making my example one. I usually wind down by wasting time on TikTok and YouTube. So the Tide commercial is essentially for Dopamine, yeah. There we go. There's my example, right? I'm going to post. There's my interest in the tide. Right. So there's mine. So I'm going to come down. That's my example. That's what I would write this essay about is the you're going to need more tide and funny cat videos. And I can upload the you're going to need more tide commercial here, the funny cat videos if I want to, or I can just talk about it. Right. It's just saying, do I have a direction so far? Do I have a direction? Um, so that's the my interest. Here's our advertisement argument discussion. So the first step is to say, okay, I'm going to talk about Zach Bryan and Bass Pro Shop. What all did these two have in common? Here's make sure the song works. I haven't checked them yet. Okay, good. It went to something in the orange. Make sure it's Bass Pro Shop. Yeah, it goes to Bass Pro Shop. So we have, again, I don't really like to push it. So we have here is our advertisement argument discussion. I'm going to choose one of these, just kind of talk about what they have in common. And then I'm going to jump down here and do my interest. All right. So that's how we do this discussion. It's just we use one of these to get an example of what we're doing in this class. And then after I get that, I'm going to come down and put identity source discussion board, my identity source. And you actually don't have to do this one. But for Tide commercial, I will discover sources for perhaps dopamine, AMINE addiction, or perhaps parents distraction. Yeah, STR. RAC on maybe how distraction on YouTube affects their children, the importance. Okay, I'm gonna look up something like that. And that's just because that's who I am. So my identity source, it's like, what is a source that's going to help me so URCE. So I'm just asking myself for this source. It's like, what source is going to help me take a deeper look? An academic source is going to help me take a deeper look into what I see in the commercial. So what I see in this Tide Pod commercial, this idea about this idea about parents working really hard. And the reason why I see that again is because the Tide commercial features child after child, families making messes, children making messes, funny reels that we would watch, cute puppies making messes. And that's just what a lot of parents watch in the evenings after they come home. So I'm going to come down and I should make this right under it. I think I'll put this right under it. But my identity source is going to help me find, and that's all next week. Next week, we're going to start finding our sources. But I just went ahead and did that in this video. All right, so choose one of these. The Zach Bryan and Bass Pro Shop is usually the most popular. I think I'll do it in class the beginning of tomorrow. The Swift and Dove is pretty good too, though the Taylor Swift video kind of goes into this really silly part. And it's like a full minute. I mean, it's really long. And here's social media and teen mental health, right? So this, I just went ahead and put this, identity source here. So there's a source to go along with that. I think another one may have had a source, maybe not. So that actually belongs down in the source. Yep, that belongs down in the source. So there's one of those sources also. So if you have any questions, let me know. But the first thing you do is you just choose one of these topics, like Zach Bryan and Bass Pro Shop. And then I come down and so, okay, what am I interested in doing for my essay? And then maybe you want to help us out and think about some kind of identity source board. Right. So hopefully if you have any more questions about that, you don't have to, delve into this as much as I wanted us to, because you were supposed to be able to see this at the beginning of the week and not at the end of the week. But you can continue to do it to the weekend through next week. I might just change the due date to the middle of next week or something like that. But let's go ahead and practice one of these and then tell us, now, what do I want to do for my essay? All right. And then next week, we're going to talk about how to outline the essay, how to bring in sources to the essay, how to make our sources talk to one another, and all that.